Motherfucking Moses. And I took my stitches out, man. Took my stitches out my hand. That's just dumb nasty. That's just gross. It's still swollen. I can make a fist now. It's getting a little bit better. I'm about to get back to work in about 2 weeks. I think I'll be 100 in about 2 weeks. No more than another month, man. Definitely not, man. They tried to make me get that $4,000 ass motherfucking surgery. I wasn't going, bro. I actually have to go to the doctor on the 10th to get my consultation so they can look at it to see if I need surgery still. But, I'm coming off the shit being able to do what exactly what they told me I should not be able to do. Dude said, Dude said my finger should be drooping. My ring finger. This one. Is the motherfucker drooping? I mean, it is. I'm not gonna lie, it is. But it's still swollen, though. It's still swollen. But this video is talking about people with kids. I might rename it "Who Can You Trust." I was trying to stop the live so I could name it "Who Can You Trust." But people with kids, man. Fucking when when I start hanging out more, when I moved back to Chicago, I started hanging out, and I had a small circle. I had three circles, and all three of those circles had at least two people with children, with offspring. Sponsored by Blue Moon. And I would see how they moved. I would see how they would treat people, um, their company, people who they really didn't fuck with like that. And it was all in the name of their survival of their children. And I'm thinking, damn, I can't trust none of these motherfuckers are solid. To everybody. None of these people have integrity. And that just like how they speak about what they would do for their children and how they moved and how they finessed the other homies that weren't really the homies. How they even tried to finesse your boy Aaron Moses a couple times to feed their kids. So, of course, I vowed, look, I can't trust anybody with motherfucking kids, bro. I'm not. I might hang out with homie. I might do whatever with cuz, but I'm not. I cannot give you my full trust. If you have children, bro, you got your DNA activated in a different way that I don't. Okay, you have priorities. At the time, I didn't have children. At the time, I don't hang out with other parents either because I mean that's just my prerogative. But I'm seeing how people treat people, and I was like, damn, bro, you are in survival mode no matter what. No matter if you have enough, you know, if you have enough and your cup spilling over, you're still trying to put money in that bank account for shorty to go to college or whatever the fuck. So when I observed how they were finessing the bros, when I observed how they were treating people that were outside of their immediate circle or outside of their family or even in their family, it just made me have a whole different perspective on people with children. Because I mean, this shit is, and I have a video called "Your Kids," which I'm pretty much talking about the same shit. But I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers can't be trusted because it's one thing to be in survival mode, but when you're in survival mode and you have a child and this motherfucker won't stop crying because they're hungry or they have everything they need and you're just planning for their future, this shit gets serious what you see certain people do. Okay, and another thing a lot of these people had in common was, you know, I watched the video by Project Pat. And that's one of my favorite fucking rappers, bro. Shout out to Project Pat. But he said, if you want to know how people will treat you, look at how they treat their own children. If this bitch uh, has all the newest shoes, purses on purses, this and this, but her son is wearing dirty ass shoes, holes in the shirt, one sock on, one sock off, hair's never done, malnourished and shit. If this person is treating their child like that, how the fuck are you gonna trust them to treat you well? How 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 far do you think their loyalty is gonna go for you if their children are not taken care of? And the funny thing about that is I usually see the opposite. You know, I've seen people abuse their children to the highest degree, but they treat their fucking family and everybody but their kids like they're fucking gold, bro. And that's that's sad, and it really confuses me. And the fact that people trust people who don't take care of them. Number one, either don't take care of your kid. If you don't take care of your kids, that's abuse. And if you're abusing them, if you're physically harming them out of anger, you know, that's really to me the definition of abuse. If you physically harm somebody out of anger instead of discipline, if you harm your kids out of anger and not with discipline, there's a degree of abuse going on. But whatever the case is, you're cursing your children out. They barely know how to motherfucking talk. You know, they barely know what they're doing in this world. You're cursing them out. You're hitting them. You're fucking leaving them in the room all fucking day. Giving them cookies and water all fucking day. How the fuck are you gonna be expected to be trusted among your social circle? And that's something that is not, it's inconsistent because I see so many people get treated better than a person's children. And I'm not gonna go too deep into, you know, my whole fucking past, but every time I went around my dad, like I visit him in Georgia, and when I moved to Georgia, I'm seeing there's all these people around him who know. They didn't know. They, of course, they didn't know the whole fucking story because as soon as I came around, he definitely wouldn't treat me how he treated me when it was just me and him or me and family. He always acted like super dad, and now I'm thinking like, bro, cause you know these people wouldn't fuck with you if they thought that you abused me or neglected me in any kind of way. So subconsciously, we all fucking know. We all have this fucking data. You cannot trust people that abuse their children, especially if they openly abuse their children. That's neediness, that's codependence, and all of that. Why would you want to fucking, how could you, somebody that looks just like you, and even if they don't look like you still have a spiritual connection, you still have a genetic connection, you still have a neurotransmission connection, an energy transference connection with this person. How can I trust that when I actually need you, you're gonna be there if you're okay watching your own child starve and watching them go without, watching their shoes get dirty and you got on motherfucking $500 shoes, you got on fucking $2,000 worth of clothes. You know, you make fucking $2,000 payments on your fucking bins every month. I don't know how much it costs to rent a Benz or whatever the fuck to lease that bitch costs, but it's just strange, bro. It's strange how people treat their children better than they. I mean, treat their company. People that could call you up tomorrow and say, "Hey, I'm moving to Cali. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm moving to Cali." But you're still willing to treat this person better than your own flesh and blood. Not only your flesh and blood. This motherfucker has 30 to 50% to 75% of your genes, to 80% of your genes. If you didn't know. You can have 80% of your parents' genes. You can have 80% of one parent's genes and 20% of another parent's genes. But it's weird, bro. It's weird. You know, I used to tell people, number one, don't trust people with children, and that would be unfair because there's real people out there that aren't criminal minded, that aren't survivalist motherfucking animal robots that can that can actually treat other people with respect and donate and give charity that have children, and there's also people who treat their kids very shitty, but treat everybody better than they treat their own kids, and you have nothing to worry about. And that's fucking. It's sad. It's confusing, and I don't even know what to make of this world, knowing that, witnessing that. But I mean, I already know where I stand on that issue. Everything I have, my son has double, and that's just how it's always gonna be, because that's how it has to be. That's how it should be. Everybody's I forgot who said it. I think it was DL Hughley. Everybody's like, bro, why the fuck do you have on Tim's and your kid has on Payless shoes? And the person said, number one, because I don't I work. My child doesn't have a job. I have to buy this shit. So when I make my money, I have the right to, spend it on myself, bro. This is why child support works how it works. Because if you wear Tim's, your child should wear Tim's. If you can't afford this shit, if you can't afford it for both of you to rock Tim's, I wouldn't get that shit, bro. Everybody knows. When Christmas came around, I got some Tims, and I bought Jimmy some baby Jordans. I got him two pairs of baby Jordans. I got him hella hats, shirts and shit. But I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, bro. Why would you want your child to be beneath you, even style wise? Even brand name wise. That doesn't make sense to me. Nah, it's not. You get the motherfucker a Benz for his first car, and you got a fucking matching Benz. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't. The extremist with the whole my children comes first. You got to be happy before you can make your child happy. I mean, of course, you have to make sure your child eats while you eat. And if you both can't eat, definitely give more to the child. I always make sure my son eats before I do. Always. I can be hungry. I'm okay with that. I know how to deal with that. He's two. Even till by the time he's old enough to work and go over fucking friend's house for dinner, it's definitely not gonna be like that. But that's just how it is, man. Um, I don't know what inspired this. I really don't. I don't know what inspired this. I wanted to go live and I haven't gone live in a minute, but I'm about to listen to that new album. Hey, what's up? I'm about to listen to that new album and hop back on live stream in like a couple hours, probably at 9 or some shit. Alright, man. It's Aaron motherfucking Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together. Peace.